Okay, like fucking OBS crashed on me just now. So I got to start the recording up again. Okay, I was always saying like OBS just crashed on me just now. So I got to restart my recording, restart my streaming. So hopefully it's running okay. Anyway, let's see. Isameki says, "Is that in talk? Is that in talk though? I don't know what he meant by that. More like a monologue." Yeah, it's a fucking rant. I'm ranting. I'm ranting and raving. Alistair says, "Yeah, let's get back to the sexiness of death and maiming." Oh God, I love you so much, Bibbs. You have no fucking idea. It's like you're like the perfect you're the perfect soulmate for me. God damn, I love you. Okay, we're back. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, like fucking. I was talking about this like one death threat I got. This guy was like ranting and raving about the day of the rope. The day of the rope is going to come and cleanse you all. And I was like, what the fuck is the day of the rope? It was like the. I guess he was like talking about mass lynchings and mass hangings, like how they're gonna execute like a lot of people they don't agree with, and like the guy sounded like he was most likely like a white supremacist. I was like, all right, cool, dude. Like, fucking do it. This is where I live. This is where I'm at. Come get me. And after that, like, fucking, not a word, not a peep. Nothing happened. And all this ranting and raving, like how, like, fucking, he was gonna come find me, kill me, and like raving about this day of the rope nonsense. I was like, cool, bro. Come do it. I'm right here. I dare you. And fucking nothing. Anyway, let's finish up these like sketches. Like, ugh, I'm not sure what else to rant about unless you guys got any topics. Esau McIntosh says Dave the rope sounds kind of cool in a semi cringy way though. No, it doesn't sound too cool to me. Like it just sounds like some sort of like nerdy white supremacist guy just trying to sound cool, talking about mass lynchings and calling it the day of the rope. Oh, it's the day of the rope. Like I can just imagine some like gothed out friggin' white supremacist southerner who's probably overweight, beer gut, but he like still fucking tries to wear like the swooped hairdo or something. Nah, maybe that's a little too far. But definitely like friggin' southern white supremacist, out of shape kind of guy. I shouldn't mock him for being out of shape. Shoot, I'm out of shape. But he's probably like more out of shape than I am. East Mechanisms is like a metal album title or something. Nah, I don't see it that way. Like it's like the whole Day of the Rope thing was just nonsense to me. Like, what the hell are you going on about, freaking Day of the Rope? And then when he like lit on that, he was like talking about just like a whole cross country mass lynching, which he titled Dave the Rope. I don't know if that's something like white supremacists talk about, but this guy was ranting about it pretty big. I was like, yeah, cool, bro, come get me. And like fucking, he shut up. He shut up after that. Alistair says, "Scattered Remains and Spider Brains" is a much cooler sounding album title. Yes, too true, Floof, my darling Lufferly Floof. I better check my phone. No, no text or calls yet. My mom is probably almost done though. with finishing those pots, with putting the finisher on those pots. I'd help, but like I got to get this community service out of the way for today so I can deliver the pottery, pick up this DVD for this community service art stuff, get hay, pick up my mom's prescriptions. There's going to be a lot of driving today. It's an hour drive to Blanding. It's an hour drive. Wait, no. Hour drive to Blanding, like a 45-minute drive back to the Aneth Crossroad that goes into McElmo Canyon. And I think from there, it's another 45-minute drive. It's 30 to 45-minute drive from there to get to where the hay is, where I need to pick it up. And then I'd say maybe close to an hour drive back home. So, well, maybe it's more of like a 45-minute drive. We'll just call it 45-minute drive. 30, okay, 30, let's see, 45 minutes. Okay, it takes 50 minutes to get down to Ennis from here. And we'll say 45 minutes to get to, okay, all right, yeah. So an hour plus 45 minutes plus another 45 minutes plus another hour is 3.5 hours of driving today, just getting from point A to point B to point C back to point A. Oh yeah, we got to factor in the pharmacy trip. Mm. Well, that's sort of along the way. Yeah, so we'll just leave that out of the equation for now. But yeah, it's along the way. I shouldn't forget. Oh, oh. Alistair says, Floof, I may have to go over a calm idea with you, but when you've got some times. Yeah, yeah, we'll have time later today. Isam Hector says, time for me to get some food. See you guys later. See you, Iso. Enjoy your namens. I should get some food too. Like fucking, I didn't bother making myself any breakfast. Hmm. Yeah, like I don't think people are gonna say much. It's like there are several lurkers in chat who might agree or disagree with what I'm saying, but no one's saying anything. Because let's face it, all I'm saying right now just amounts to a lot of ranting. Do, 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 do. It's not like I'm gonna wig out, man. Hey, man, are you giving us a hassle, man? Cause it's just the two of us, man. Oh, if I'm going to Blanding, that's another opportunity to go to that 7-Eleven and maybe get another spicy big bite for lunch. Yummy. Oscar says the idea I have is kind of on the lines we've done before, so I don't think it'll be too much uh, of a stretch. Yes, too much of a stretch. Okay, yeah, we can discuss it later. Okay, this is probably enough sketching the characters, so let's get to inking. Yay! Inky pen. Alistair says, "Do you need funds for said hot dog of awesomeness?" Do I need funds for hot dogs? Oh, man, I'll check before I leave. Uh, I'm gonna have to transfer some money anyway because of the hay that I have to get. Like the horses right now have only two slices of hay between the four of them. I don't know. I don't remember how many slices are in a bale, but two slices is not enough. So I'm definitely gonna have to get some hay today. Alstar says, check as soon as possible. Will do, love. Like once I get the phone call, I'll shut the stream down, check my account, and let you know. Is my inking brush okay? Yeah, I think it's working all right. Could be a little thicker though. Oh, I should probably save my progress. It's been a while since I've done that. I didn't even save after my freaking OBS crashed. This is a bad habit, but thankfully, these programs have a tendency to autosave for you every so often, so that's good. I've found that whenever I'm inking or designing a piece of no monetary value to me, such as this community service art, I tend to ink faster because I just don't care that much for it. It's like, yeah, there can be mistakes. It's okay as long as it gets done. But when I'm doing like commission work, like paid commission work, like I'm more careful about it and therefore slower. I enjoy the speed at which I ink and draw when it's like a non like a monetary piece. So I think the reason I ink so fast is because I just don't really care that much about it for like detail and quality. Because in the end, it still comes out pretty good. It still comes out okay. I just wish I could carry that speed over to my paying commissions. But when I know there's money on the line, I'm like fretting over like details and the minutia of how I lay my lines. Is minutia the right word? I'm not sure if it is. Alistair says, ha, the client deserves the best when it's a calm, right? Yes. Yes, the client does. Especially when she's my honey kitty lufferfloof. Alistair says, a standard of excellence. Yes. What should I rant about now? Alistair says, let's talk Halloween, yeah? I love Halloween. It's like the color palette of like all the blacks and oranges. I love slutty Halloween costumes with all the yellow, not yellow, orange and black striped stockings. I enjoy the costumes with fishnet stockings too. I love me some fishnets. And around this season, I also like to partake in some pumpkin spice um, drinks, like what is it? Pumpkin spice lattes. Alistair says, a bit like our last Halloween piece. What was our last Halloween piece? Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. It was like those cute fluffs we did with one carrying the other. She was the one being carried was dressed up as Rouge, not Rouge. Um, Amy Amy Rose, and the one doing the carrying was she was dressed up as Rouge the Bat. Yes. Oh, the Kara Spooky one. Oh, that's right. That was the one right after the other one. Yeah, that one was pretty fun too. Just pining for my days of karaoke. I even put myself in the background. Alistair says we just managed to sneak in two. Yes, we did two Halloween themed pickies that year. Maybe we should do like a cute version of like your fluffs, like dressed up as Freddy, Jason, and I want to say Michael Myers, because I don't want to mix it with the actor. Yeah, Michael Myers. Did you know that Michael Myers, the iconic mask that he wears, is actually a Star Trek um, Captain Kirk mask, which was just painted white. So, really, in all those Halloween movies, Michael Myers is in costume as Captain Kirk, a demented Captain Kirk. Uh, Hauser says Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, and Leatherface. Oh, yeah, Leatherface. Hauser says Michael Myers, the granddaddy of the slasher genre. Yes. Hmm. Ah. I'm almost out of this coffee. My cafe mocha is almost out. Whoops. That's the wrong marquee tool. There. There's the droids I'm looking for. Whoops. Copy. I did hit the copy button, right? Alistair says, I'm also a big fan of the old Universal monster horrors. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the Wolfman. Yes. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Actually, it's Frankenstein's monster. Fucking nerd. I should probably cut this community service art stream short by maybe an hour, just to give myself time to take a shower and get ready and then head out. So probably like in another hour, like I'll end this community service art stream. Uh, Alistair says, "Ha! My foot's all dressed up as bat metal." Oh man, that'd be fucking killer, man. this inking brush is so smooth. Let's turn up the stabilizer. Yeah. Look at how smooth that is. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. There we go. Alistair says, I mean, yeah, you've put the effort in. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, you're talking about me ending the stream earlier. Yeah, because I've got a lot of driving to do today. And then after I get back, I hope I have enough energy to start working on some comms. Because I need to make back some of the money that I spent the past week. Because I thought I was gonna be able to finish some of these comms over the weekend, but fucking I had to help my mom like with the pottery. But now that that's done, it sounds like pottery dude isn't going to give us any batches for a long time now. I think he's pretty upset. I guess it's just as well though, because I wasn't making that much money off of pottery, because it was a lot of effort for like a little pay, when in a fraction of the time I could finish a commission and get more money back than I was getting from like a batch of pottery with with a hell of a lot less effort too. Because painting pottery, it's like it's a fucking grind, man. Alistair says your life was ended by your life was ended by mermaids. Oh. Alistair says when you factor in the cost of the paints and everything, yeah, that's right. Alistair says sounds like you were getting boned. Oh, yeah. Yep. Potter was definitely a lot of effort with little pay. I didn't even like doing it. It was just so monotonous. Sure, I probably wouldn't mind it as much if I had more time to work on it, but it was just like painting pottery was just sort of part of a very hectic schedule I already have. There's like not much time to just kind of get lost in painting pottery. When I do a commission, and I'm like doing like a single commission in a span of time, I can go ahead and get lost in it. But with pottery, it's like you got to paint one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's like a monotonous grind, but you have to like keep going just to fucking get done, because there's just you got to paint so much pottery in a certain amount of time in order for it to be worth it. And you have to be up on your speed, you have to be up on your accuracy, If you fuck up, then that's like fucking more time on a single pot that you shouldn't be spending time on because you've got so many others to do. It's a stressful grind. Also says, I do love doing Lolita clothing with you. I'm always just worried the endless barrage of frills and lacing would bug you. Yeah, like sometimes like lacing, like lacy clothing, I don't like drawing all too much because there's just so many intricate designs. But with frilly clothing, with all the fluffy frills, sometimes those are a joy to work on because I can do like a frill like pretty quickly. So like let's say that this is like the hem of a skirt or something, and this is me just kind of like putting in those frills. I mean, it looks pretty fancy, but like I can get them done pretty quick. Of course, this is like a really quick like example of what I do and how I do it. The frills I draw are a little more refined, but this was just a quick example. But it's a quick example of how I go about it. So doing frills isn't as time consuming as one would think. Alistair says, sounds like total soul crushing crap. Yeah, like painting pottery is just like freaking a monotonous, stressful grind. Alistar says, remember, nerd, we have that lacing brush we can get for Clip Studio. Oh, that's right! That is right! Oh my god. Those lace brushes would totally come in handy. You know, I bet I could design my own, like, frilly brush too. That might could be cool. Alistar says, for an artist, that has to be the equivalent of call center work. Yeah, like just painting pot after pot after pot, like the same design over and over again, just like kind of like a call center where just like calling number after number after number and just giving them the same script over and over. I've worked at a call center before. It's not fun. And I had the script memorized so clean that I could spout off the whole script in just like a few seconds. And it was like a paragraph of dialogue you'd have to go through. But I would just spout it off so quick that sometimes like the people on the other end would just ask me to repeat it and just like, oh. And I was so grateful to get fired from that job because I wasn't making any sales or I wasn't getting any donations. When that was the thing, it was like a donation call center where you would donate to the fire department, but it was all just a fucking scam. It was a big scam. Like, yeah, sure, the fire department was like getting some of the donations, but for the most part, that call center was getting the bulk of it. It was pretty shitty, man. But I was glad to be fired from that place. Call center work fucking blows. No pity though for those scam callers. I fucking hate those scam calls. Alistair says, has to be such brain numbing work. Yes. Yes, it is. Ass numbing too, because I'm just sitting there for like fucking ever, just painting whole bunch of pottery. Also says, I kind of want to get two of my floofs set on a rug in front of a cozy fireplace wearing lingerie with the fireplace decorated in a Halloween-like motif and call it trick or treat. No, naughty fluff. But I love it. I love the idea. And I love you. Esther says, oh, come on, we can do it. Oh. Well, we'll go over the details. We'll figure something out. Alistair says, especially if we use the primary pose I selected. We shall see. We shall see, my darling floof. Turn up the brush density on this eraser. There we go. Whoops. Alistair says, Doot said pose, and floof number 2 is snuggled up behind them. We shall discuss later. I don't think lizards have teeth. If they do, they don't look like this. But for for the cartoon's sake, I'm just gonna make them like human-like teeth, or just give them the cartoony unitooth. Yeah. Alistair says Gex has teeth, so it's allowed. Yush. Mm. Oh, you know what? I've been at this for for a while today. I think it's time for a little smoke break. And I got a little bit of my rolled cigarette from last night. Today's going to be one of those days. It's like even though I'm already doing my community service art stream, there's still a lot of stuff I have to do today. I hope I'm going to be up for some more art streaming later. But after I do all the driving, dropping off the pottery, picking up this DVD, I gotta remember it this time because Friday, when I was in blending, I totally spaced it and I forgot, and I didn't remember until I was almost back home. I was so fucking mad at myself. But yeah, remember the DVD, pick up my mom's prescriptions, get a few bales of hay. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to buy. They're like 17 a bale now. No, 16 a bale. Yeah, I think so. 16 a bale. After that, I got to clean the hay pen. So I got to rake all that up. I got to burn. I got to burn the garbage hay though. There was like a bale of hay that got rained on and it got moldy, and horses can't eat that kind of hay. It's good enough for sheep or cows because sheep and cows have like stomach enzymes that can process moldy hay, but horses can't. If they eat moldy hay, then it'll like make them all gassy, and then they'll get something. I don't know. It'll like twist their guts up, and you have to get a vet out to like stab a needle in their gut to like air them out. Otherwise, if the horse's guts get all knotted up with gas, it could kill them. But yeah, that's a good idea, Alistair. Write it as a message on your phone. Get DVD. Ugh. But yeah, I got to clean up the hay pen. I might have to make time to burn that rotten hay because it's just been sitting there. And if it's not windy today, after I get back, I'll probably set about doing that. I got to burn it, and then I got to put the fresh hay in the hay pen, feed the horses, check their water. Oh, I got to water the dogs before I leave. So yeah, I got like a pretty full day even after this community service art stream. Alistair says, "Yeah, call it a day on this, nerd." Well, my mom hasn't texted or called me yet, but I'll probably wrap it up soon. She also says, "You've done 2 hours. I'd say you've done enough for today." Well, I gotta fill like a 20-hour quota in a week, and I'd rather get community service done like in 4-hour intervals each day so I can fill out the week's quota. It's just like digging into my time. And my foot's still healing because I got it I got my foot examined and got a doctor's note to like a work excuse for 2 weeks because when he examined it, and I told him all about it, and I stepped on a pickaxe like a month and a half ago, and the wounds like closed up about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. That's when the wound finally closed up. But I've been dealing with some of this deep tissue trauma, and he examined and palpated the region where the pickaxe went into my foot, And he says, yeah, like he's never seen like a wound carry on like this before without some sort of infection. So he's afraid it might have gotten a little infected. So he prescribed me some antibiotics I have to take like 4 times a day, and gave me a prescription for like a 10 days. And if it's not better within those 10 days, like I'd better see like a podiatrist, schedule a podiatrist visit. But yeah, my life. This is my life. It sucks, but I hope it gets better. But I'm able to deal with it simply because I have people like my darling Fluff Melody, who makes my stress a lot easier to deal with. Because sometimes I'll vent to her, and she has the ability to just kind of help me calm myself down. She has the ability to calm me down. That, that myself calm myself down doesn't, you know, because I'm not doing it myself. I'm doing it with Melody's aid. So she has the ability to help calm me down. Because she's my best friend, soulmate, and confidant, comrade, compadre, amigo. And I don't know if I would have been able to deal with a lot of this stuff if not for her. Because when I sit back and like remember everything that she's helped me out with, I'm just so grateful to have Melody in my life. She says, "Try my best, nerd," and I'm grateful for it. Hmm. So grateful that I think I have a little bit of a crush on you. You wanna go out on a date sometime? Well, we don't have to go out. We can just stay in, watch funny movies or cartoons, order out for pizza. Hell, I'd even be willing to cook something with you. Alistair says, now that's just silly talk right there. What? Why not? You don't want to go out on a date? I'd love to take you out on a date. Of course, it'd be more like you'd be taking me out because you're my sugar mama. So no date then? Huh? No. I'll ask again later. Alistair says dates are overrated. Well, what would you like to do? Because I'd be down for anything. Alistair says, I'd rather stay in, beer and junk food and crap movies on the TV. I'm down. I'll be there. I'll be there tonight. Oh, fuck, I wish. Alistair says, that's my idea of a date night. Fucking hell yeah. TV, beer, and junk food. Maybe some video games too. Alistair says, all that fucking around getting dressed up to go someplace, then come home and pass out. Yeah, my darling Floof isn't much of a social bird. Or butterfly, I think is the proper. The social butterfly. That's it. That's the term I was looking for. Yeah, we don't have to dress up or nothing. I wasn't much into like dressing up and going to like fancy dinners or anything. Just going to a bar or going to a karaoke bar even. Like the before I left Vegas, there was this like private karaoke bar that I found, where it's like the bar had like these private rooms you could go to and order beer and food and just freaking sing your heart out. And when I found it, like I fucking spent hours there up until closing, just singing one song after the other. It was like fucking awesome. And the owner of the bar, it was like a mom and pop place. So the owner was like the owners were like this married couple, and it was the wife there with her nephew or something, just like running the place. And they gave me like a free beer and some free food. It was like freaking badass. I loved it. Alistair says, my dream is to live the life of the Omega Man, the last person on Earth for a week with a sparse couple of peeps of my choosing left on Earth with me. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I'd love to be there with you. Count me in. Let me keep track of the time. Oh, all right. Like about a little under 30 minutes left. Because I started at around 8. And if I put in 3 hours, like that's only 1 hour extra to do, like either later today or just hold it off until tomorrow. I wanted to get started sooner, but like waking up, like I woke up at around 6 and it was like fucking too cold to do anything. I mean, if it was warmer, I'd be staying up later or waking up sooner to just jump on the laptop and get to drawing. But it's so fucking cold and chilly that when I feel the air, just after waking up and just kind of like rolling over and rolling over in bed, like feel the waft of cold air just like hit my face and my shoulders and such. It's like, oh shit, it's too cold to deal with anything right now. Especially at 3 in the morning, that's when it's like getting really cold. But then when I wake up in the hours before the dawn, yeah, it's like the night is always coldest before the dawn. That is true. Too cold to do anything. We once I get this cabin all fixed up and hooked up to the power grid, I'm hoping that happens sometime in the coming month or so, because it's pretty much fall, isn't it? It's October. I should have my power hooked up by now, but I'm missing a component to my meter box, which is required in order to pass inspection and get hooked up to the power grid. And then I can get my own little space heater. So when I wake up, I can just flip that on in the mornings, take a few minutes to just kind of like warm up a bit, and then fucking get to it. Ooh, I should get my own coffee maker too. My little own, like, tiny coffee maker. It's like I had a coffee maker back in Vegas that would make a like a little pot of coffee, which would be good for like 2 cups worth, which is very decent for me. Also says, can you get a 3D printed replica of this component? No, because it's metal. It's like a metal plate that goes on the meter box, and I don't know where my metal plate went for the meter box, but it's missing, and I need that in order to pass inspection. Excuse me. Oh, there's a text. Oh, it's just a notification telling me that my battery's full. I'm wondering if my mom's waiting to contact me when the pottery is all dry and bagged up. But I guess it's good that I check once I'm done with the stream, like end it early, go over there and check to make sure everything was okay and that I'm good to go. But if it's not, like that hour will like give me time to, like go take my shower, but also like help with the finishing or the bagging and the boxing, and then I can be out after all is done. Alistair says, I chopped my old phone in half with an axe. What? Why did you do that? You're a wild floof, and I love it. But I just want to hear the story behind it. She says, might have to prep yourself for getting some vitriol from this dude about the pottery. Uh, nah, he's probably not going to say much. Probably just express some disappointment, and then I just have to hand it off. He hands me some monies, and then be done with it. Then I can go get this DVD. Maybe some snacks from 7-Eleven, like that spicy Big Bite that I'm always on about. It'd be nice to get another one. Maybe just like take my lunch break then and there and chill out in the parking lot as I enjoy my hot dogs. Oh, Elsa says, and I chopped my phone in half because I was tired of constantly getting messages on it. Snacks and Elsa says, snacks and spicy sausage. Yes. Oh. Oh. Well, love, if you get a new phone someday, doesn't have to be today, doesn't have to be tomorrow. I'd like to get a present day photo of your cute, slufferly, gorgeous mugs, because I miss looking at your face. Your cute, slufferly, gorgeous face. Elsa says, get two of them, you wild man. Two spicy sausages? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if my stomach can take it. It sounds good, but I think, well, my stomach has shrunk so much that I can barely finish like a hamburger. And I think one spicy Big Bite is gonna fill my stomach up pretty good. Alistair says yes. Alistair says, well, get one for lunch and one on the way back. A road hot dog, eh? Okay, I'll get a spicy Big Bite and then see what other variation of hot dogs they have, because they have some other ones. They have like regular small hot dogs, but then they have like I think they have some brats and maybe some like Johnsonville sausages. But I shall see when I see. I'll see like what looks appetizing. Get a road dog. It'll be a simple one too. I won't stack it up with like with toppings like I did the first one I had like on Friday. That one I just mounted with toppings like friggin' onions, relish, sauerkraut, um, jalapenos, diced diced yellow peppers. What are they called? Pepperoncinis, and then topped it all off with mustard and ketchup. Oh God, it was so good. I'll probably do something similar, or just go for like a chili cheese dog this time. Chili cheese dog with a lot of onions. Oh, onions. Love me some onions, man. Mm. Elsa says chili dog with onions and jalapenos. Oh, yes, jalapenos, of course. Elsa says no cheese on mine, please. You've got it, Luff. Man, I'd fucking love to road trip with you just to like take in some sights and sounds of the road, crash in the car or the truck or whatever vehicle that we're driving in, maybe hit up some like rink-a-dink motels, but the pit stops would be fucking nice. Getting road snack foods, Slim Jims, Big Gulp sodas, salty chips to noms on. Listen to heavy metal road music or just fucking scary story podcasts, things like that. Just be on the road and be free for like a long ass road trip. I think that sounds like fun. Yes, also says greasy spoon diners. Fuck yeah. Oh man, just like thinking of some of the diners that I'd hit up, like traveling cross country sometimes. Like almost at every diner, I would get uh, like a hamburger cheese melt, and it was so fucking good. And in the mornings when they were serving breakfast, like I would always get like a breakfast burrito and like try to get the burrito where it had everything in it, like the potatoes, the bacon, the sausage, the ham, cheese, melted cheese. Like yeah, hells yeah. But yeah, like greasy road diners are like part of the joy of like a freaking awesome long road trip. But it sounds like epic fun going on a road trip with you. Alistair says, I'd want to try a proper barbecue joint as well. Yes. Oh man, there was this like this backcountry like desert um barbecue place somewhere. Oh God, where was it? Somewhere between Utah and I believe Nevada. Yeah, somewhere along the way, like coming from Utah to Nevada, there was like this like back deserts like fucking barbecue shack, and it looked ominous. Like it looked like okay, that barbecue place is definitely serving human meat. I mean, it looked that fucking creepy. Like even the sign, even though it's like advertising like good ass barbecue, the sign was sort of like in shambles a bit, but you knew like it still had like fresh paint on it, so they were keeping up with the upkeep of like advertising that they were still open, but it looked like a freaking rundown shack, and it was like, would the barbecue be that good? And if there is barbecue, are we certain that it's not human meat? But totes, hells yeah, like we definitely have to try like a proper barbecue place, and even maybe swing by that joint just so I can like show you what it looks like, and then we can have like maybe a little debate on whether or not to go in. But yeah, like some like roadside barbecue places, oh, man, they look like they might be appetizing, but I never gave myself an opportunity to like try one because it was like every time I've been on the road, it was always like a almost like a race against time. It's like you wanted to, well, I wanted to take in the sights and enjoy like some aspects of like road tripping, like being sort of like a tourist or whatever. But it was like always on a schedule. It was like, oh man, I want to go to that place or I want to look around, but just don't have the time. I got a destination. I got to be at like fucking like whenever. But definitely, Alistair says peg leg porkers looks amazing. You're gonna have to dupe me an image. Also, dupe me an image of their plate. See what their food looks like. So far, like the only barbecue joint I've ever been to is like a chain restaurant called Dave's Barbecue. Oh, also says one dupe hath been duped. Let's see. Oh man. Oh, that does look good. Oh, and you sent me a peg leg porker restaurants. What is this? It's like a freaking nacho plate. Oh, it's got the nachos with the nacho cheese, and it looks like it's got like barbecue pulled pork on it with jalapenos on top. Good God. My mouth is salivating. This is just a notion of like sweet barbecue meat along with the spiciness of jalapeno all on top of a tortilla chip. So you got the sweetness of the barbecue meat, the spiciness of the jalapeno, and the saltiness of a chip. You got sweet, salty, and spicy all in one mouthful. Oh God. Yeah, yeah, that's just look pretty good. Mm. Also says, oh, she also loves habanero as well. Oh, Yes, they sell this habanero salsa down at the store. I'm pretty sure you can find it at any store. It's like I think it's a Tostitos habanero salsa. Oh man, it's fucking good. Alistair says, but they're so difficult to get here. I'm guessing you're talking about the actual habanero pepper. Alistair says, sweet, salty, and spicy. Now you know why I like pineapple on pizza. Yes, I love pineapple in pizza. And to hell with anyone who tries to convince me otherwise. It's like people have their own tastes or whatever, and other people might not like it or disagree with it, but fucking they can never convince me that like fucking that shit is delicious. I am a pineapple pizza person as well. I love it. Doop doop dooby doo. What time is it? Whoa! Almost time for me to get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah. Let me just finish this one pose, and then I'll start wrapping it up. Go take my shower. Go help my mom with the pottery if she needs it. With any bagging and boxing. And water the dogs. Got to remember to water the dogs before I leave. Oh, I got to make a note for myself. Remember the DVD. Dumbass. I can't remember. I mean, I can't believe I forgot to pick up that free DVD on Friday. It was like one of the main reasons I went to Blanding is to pick up a copy of that DVD collection for these animations that I'm working on. This time, though, next to the pottery delivery, it's like the only reason I'm going there. Getting the spicy big bite is just going to be like a side venture, my own little personal side quest. But yeah, definitely going to write a note just to make sure my forgetful, slippery brain doesn't let that thought slip out this time around. Okay, this pose is pretty much inked, so we're going to save the rest for later. And I'm going to go get ready to do the rest of the shit that I need to do today. Oh, man. Oh, well, it's not shit. It's just other responsibilities that I have to do around here, but to friggin' do them one after another like this, all in one long road trip. Anyway, it's just stuff I have to do. So, yeah. Alistair says, onwards, floof. And Alistair says, it happens, dude. As a person with severe ADHD, I forget shit all the time. Yes, I believe I have some slight ADHD tendencies myself. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this community service art live stream. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and follow me. And if you want to help support or fund future live streams, you can visit my coffee page. The link is in the section somewhere down below. So that you click on that link will take you to my Ko-fi page, and from there you can tip or donate any dollar amount you wish. Um, if you don't, that's cool. But if you do, like, I'd much appreciate it and give you a shout out. And again, shout out to Iso McIntosh and Alistair Dreamer for donating some monies. So the next doodle streams I do will be dedicated to the art that they want to see done. So I'll be doodling some of their ideas. Um, let's see what else. What else? What else is there to discuss after a long video like this? So yeah, I think that's about it. So anyway, until next time, this has been Johnston Blackhorse, the one and only, and I shall check you all later. Sweet. Thanks. Bye.